Beloved hearts of love, our dear, dear friends of the light. It is I, Mother Akasha, who through my messenger Usa greet each of you this day in what is now being called the Ascended Master's bi-weekly address that takes place currently every Tuesday and every Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Vancouver time. As I come to you today, first I wish to honor His Eminence, the beloved Lord Buddha. Yesterday, May 7th, Buddhists around the world celebrated the birth, the life, the anniversary of His Eminence, Lord Buddha. I would remind you, beloved hearts, that this year, 2020, the Ascended Host elected the Buddha to be the Ascended Master-elect over the people of Earth, providing him the means to pour the love of his emerald heart flame and his consciousness into the lower atmosphere of Earth. And it is here that each of you, as you recognize the Lord Buddha, offer him your love, your acknowledgement, and invite him to enter into your own heart flame. Shall each of you come to experience the great peace of his presence. This weekend, on Friday and Saturday, we hold our monthly classes. And tonight, in a Son's Living the Dream class, the Lord Buddha will come forth and address our student body. And we welcome him. We are so grateful for his presence. Beloved hearts, all the Ascended Host that live in the higher realms of the earth are aware of the difficult times that are taking place in the world. And we too realize and are aware that sometimes you just don't know the truth about what you're being told. We see many shenanigans. We do see deceit. We see that things are hidden from the mass of the people. And therefore, I have chosen that in these precious moments that I have with you, I wish to use my power and authority in the great central sun and to call the great angelic host and the Ascended Masters to come into the lower atmosphere of the earth and break up some of the hypnotic spell that is covering over the people of the earth, and to give the people of earth the means to ultimately know the truth of all things, especially concerning this coronavirus. And therefore, I will take my opening precious moments and I will issue a decree to your ascended host requesting greater intervention. This decree has been posted in the student dashboard. It is called Wake Them Up and is available to any of you who wish to take up this decree and give it several times a day. To our beloved YouTube audience, if you do not have your own personal student dashboard on the Academy website, all that you have to do is click on the login button on the website and create your own free personal account. Once you have done so, you will see a panel on the left side of the screen. Scroll down to Ascended Master Decrees. Click on that, and then you will see at the top of the page my mantra, my decree for divine intervention to wake the people up to the truth of what is going on in your planet. And now, precious hearts, let me use the authority that life grants me, and let me communicate with the ascended host who live in the fifth dimension and other higher places too, and call upon them to intervene now. Mighty I am, God presence of the people of earth, mighty victory, God and Goddess of purity, mighty Elohim of purity, beloved Saint Germain, beloved Master Jesus, and uncountable legions of the angelic host. Regarding the current coronavirus world pandemic, I call upon each of you to come, and drive oceans of your victorious fiery Christ truth into all the lies, deceit, confusion, and hypnotic control that is being aimed at the American people and the people of the world. And wake them up to the truth. Wake them up to the truth. Wake them up to the truth. To everything that is taking place in this world and their lives. And drive oceans of your victorious fiery Christ sacred fire truth into all the lies and deceit the people are being told, and reveal to them the truth. Drive oceans of your victorious fiery Christ sacred fire truth into the confusion that is deliberately being generated amongst the American people and the people of the world, and consume that confusion. Drive oceans of your victorious fiery Christ sacred fire truth into the hypnotic control that is aimed at covering over the consciousness of the people of the earth, and silence and break up that hypnotic control. Silence and break up that hypnotic control. Silence and break up that hypnotic control. By the fiery Christ blue lightning fire. By the fiery Christ blue lightning fire. by the fiery Christ, blue lightning fire. Almighty Christ I am. Mighty I am, God presence, great ascended and angelic host, mighty victory, goddess of purity. In giving this decree to stop the lies and deceit the people are being told, and to reveal to them the truth. In giving these decrees to stop and break up the confusion that is being aimed at the people, and to stop, dispel, and break up the hypnotic control that is trying to cover over the people of earth. Now I call to you in regards to everything that is taking place in the personal lives of the people of earth. Reveal to them ahead of time. Reveal to them ahead of time. Reveal to them ahead of time the fiery Christ sacred fire truth of everything that they need to know, of everything they desire to know, and reveal to them ahead of time. Reveal to them ahead of time. Reveal to them ahead of time the fiery Christ truth of everything the people of earth desire to know. I thank you, Almighty Christ I am. O beloved hearts, when you offer a prayer, a decree like this to the ascended host, please realize it is your own higher discerning intelligence that delivers that kind of a decree up to your highest self, the I Am Presence, to the I Am Presence of all the people of earth. And then your great God Presence delivers that decree to the ascended host, those you have called forth, and the angelic host. And by using your free will and calling forth this kind of intervention, it is this way that grand cosmic beings, ascended beings, and angelic beings are given the ability, the right to intervene on behalf of the people of earth. They have many great powers. And as has been said several times, the mass of the people of earth are wonderful, decent people. And they deserve to know the truth. There are many. Sometimes they are referred to as whistleblowers. Those who are trying to do everything to alert the people to the truth. And often when they try to do this, there are those in big government, big business, and big pharma who will do everything to discredit the voices of those who know the truth and are trying to get the truth out to the people. And therefore, I call upon your ascended host of your planet and the great angelic host to come forth and surround and protect every person who is trying to get the truth of all that is behind this pandemic to the people of Earth. And so I bring you greetings from your elders, your ascended family of angels, ascended masters, cosmic beings. And I assure you, it is through your meditations, your prayers, and your calls to them that all of them can then intervene in all matters pertaining to your world. In your world, there are many seeming states of consciousness that are colored, that are qualified by the millions of beliefs that people have. Out in the universe, in the trillions upon trillions of systems of worlds, the highest consciousness that individuals can attain is the universal consciousness that is known as the Christ consciousness. In the Ascended Master realms, the Masters speak two languages, depending upon what they wish to communicate. They will either speak the language of light or the language of love. This is the divine polarity of universal Christ consciousness. I would like to suggest that even though you may use different terminology, and I respect that all who are awakening in various spiritual paths in the world are actually seeking to evolve their consciousness, as many have come to understand that it is the current duality consciousness upon this earth, the belief in two powers, that has wrecked the advancement of humanity over and over and over again. Never before has there been the opportunity than now, with as many people living upon this earth, to reach up, to realize there is more, to realize that there is a higher consciousness, and that one can study and do everything they can to reach into that higher consciousness, where no longer are the seeming two powers that manifest in the earth realm are acting in their lives. For it is in the higher consciousness, the consciousness of oneness, of the polarity of light and love. It is here that the universal truth of life, whether it is source or individualized, that life is composed of one presence, one power, and the all-knowing intelligence of omniscience. As I address each of you, I honor all of you. Many of you study the Tree of Life class. the greatest means to attain the highest consciousness while you are living in the earth realm. And I would like to remind each of you that higher states of consciousness do not make a person special. Higher states of consciousness are available to everyone. And you not only help yourselves, you help the mass of humanity when you recognize the universal Christ consciousness. And that this consciousness, whether it is expressing through a person or not, it is the highest truth of every person. Every person. It is the divine potential. It is the hidden secret that for too long has been a secret. All of you, students of the Academy, students in other spiritual paths, all of you awakening in the world now, you are resurrecting. You are raising yourselves into the next levels of consciousness until you do attain that Christ consciousness. And then it is you, all of you, who will serve and awaken all of humanity. And in this service, all of you will assist in ushering in this new seventh golden age. And when your lives are complete in this third dimension, will each of you fulfill the divine plan of your lives? Will you gain the ascension and come to live in the fifth dimension as new ascended masters, and you will serve from there? As beings of consciousness, truthfully, you are multi-dimensional beings with a multi-body system. And ultimately, as you awaken and lift and raise your consciousness, then instead of just functioning in the three-body system that you do on earth, the mental body, the physical body, the feeling body, as you expand and illumine your consciousness, you will learn, you will teach yourselves how to function in your light body, how to function in your violet soul body, how to function in your higher mental body. These are your days, your wonderful days ahead. And as each of you discern how to be, how to exist within your own multi-body system, the time will come that you complete your service to earth. And you will raise the sixth of these bodies up into your seventh body, the great electronic body of your highest self, the I Am Presence. This is the magnificent truth of why you have come to the earth. And now, as your earth does begin its seventh golden age, and there are tragic dark forces who hate the light that will try to stop the unfoldment of the seventh golden age. They will not. And it is because of each of you who knew there was more, each of you who had a cause acting in your lives from the depth of your being. And the result of that, you're turning within, you're turning upwards, you're evolving yourself. And in doing so, your time on this earth is now entering into new phases. For all that is left of the darkness in this world is trying to stop the great illumination of the people that is to come in this seventh golden age. Every time in the past where there has been a golden age, always that which does not serve the light rears its ugly head and tries to stop the great illumination and empowerment of the people of earth. This time, those destructive forces will not succeed. As I have stated, your time on earth, in this moment, right now, beloved heart, is entering into new phases. And in these new phases, the many higher purposes of your life on earth, one of those now, in coming into embodiment on the earth at this time, is to create the highest bridge over all the troubled waters that are flooding the world at this time. And you will do it. You are not alone. You have each other. You are yet. You are different from the mass of the people. Not special, but you are different. You are making every effort to awaken to the truth. From the way that I see it, and the purpose of this new seventh golden age, it is your destiny. Your destiny to become an untouchable Christ being. And eventually, especially these next 3 years, as you continue to spiritually grow and evolve, all of you will lead new paths of demonstration in this world. Each of you, through your lives that you live, will reveal the presence of miracles. All of you, through the lives that you live, will reveal spiritual powers the world knows not. All of you will reveal a divine magic within life itself the world knows not. and all of you who become spiritually realized and actualized. Each of you so divinely balanced between your minds and hearts, so divinely balanced in the divine masculine and feminine side of life. Each of you were the greatest spiritual protein of essential harmlessness, shall be granted all power and all dominion over the world of form. And each of you will carry, will transmit, will project into the world what shall be the undoing of the destructive forces, what shall be the undoing of terrible viruses, the undoing of disease, and yet great is the work that each of you shall do in undoing a poverty consciousness, providing protection to all life, to children, to women, that never again, never does any destructive person have the right to assault the life of another. And I say to each of you, on your great path of awakening, spiritualizing your life, I decree that the gates of victory open now for each of you in all your efforts. And that God come forth in your life in the form of angels and ascended masters and great cosmic beings such as the Queen of Light and Lord Melchizedek and others. The great goddesses, the goddess of liberty, the goddess of justice, goddess of peace, goddess of harmony, goddess of hope, goddess of inspiration, goddess of light. That the magnet's presence in your heart be such that it just magnetizes to each of you the great ascended goddesses, gods, ascended masters, who will come and give you greater protection, that each of you may fulfill the life God has given you. And that each of you will be given the great God protection, that nothing of the sinister and destructive forces of this world can touch you. Oh, beloved hearts, your presence on the earth is so required at this time. Your awakening consciousness is going to be a mighty and magnificent influence upon the people of earth. Keep evolving. Keep growing. You have each other. and you have all of us. And we are here to help you, to help your people, to help your planet. May the presence of Mother, Father God bless you, protect you, provide all that you desire and require in your lives. I am Akasha, and I am grateful for these precious moments that I have had with you. Namaste. Namaste. Namaste.